President Trump says Iran is going to pay after it fired a barrage of missiles at American forces in Jordan overnight. For more on this, we are joined by Keith Kellogg, who is a retired U.S. Army Lieutenant General. General, thanks for coming on. Always great to see you.
Good to see you, Bill. Thanks for having me.
So CENTCOM says this was a surprise attack. They shot all the missiles down, but it came in the middle of, I guess you could call it, another little mini ceasefire after the U.S. stopped bombing on Friday. President Trump isn't happy about this. He had a phone call with our colleague Trey Yingst earlier today. He said in part, quote, "We'll be hitting them hard. They're going to get a beating." There were a couple expletives in there as well. In your opinion, what is that beating going to look like?
Well, to start with, Bill, they don't care. I mean, I've seen this experience in my lifetime in a military career. You can think you're going to bomb somebody in negotiations, but you've got to turn that on its head and say, what does this enemy look like? What's he thinking about? What does a theocratic government do? If you want to go tit for tat, go tit for tat. But I think we're coming to a place where we're talking about will. Am I going to close this deal or not? You know, we went into this war. Now it's our job to finish it off. And so should just be an example that I have to go a little bit further. Look, I remember in the first Gulf War when I was sitting on the berm right outside of Iraq, and we watched 30 days of bombing thinking that Iraq was going to fold. They didn't. They actually fell when we crossed into Iraq, and within 48 hours, I was sitting on the banks of the Euphrates. Within 100 hours of that attack, they were done. They couldn't believe we had done that to them. And I think we need to think like that. So I think what we need to do is adjust and say, instead of just saying, well, they're going to pay a terrible price by bombing, they don't really care because they will absorb this punishment. That's a hard thing to say, but you better understand what they're doing right now. And I think to get over that, I think you need to maybe change your strategy and to say, okay, we need to think where it really affects them. How does it really hurt them? For example, Bill, with you, if I went in, if I took your home or took your car, that affects you. And it's going to affect what you're doing in the future. And we should kind of think the same way. And I know it's really hard. Will may not be a principle of war, but it's a principle of leadership. When you get into a gunfight like this, who's got the stronger will to finish? And the thing I said the other day is pretty important. The fact of the matter is, if you let a bad team stick around for a long time, like you've seen in football in the fourth quarter, they can tend to do something that you weren't expecting. So you got to close them out early. I think we've gone beyond that. I think we should close them out now, figure a way to finish this fight.
Okay, and that's obviously part of the daily, hourly discussion that is happening inside the administration, General. So leave us off with where you see this going next, considering President Trump, I believe it was at that, when he was in Michigan, he said we're close. How close do you think we are? And, you know, can we finish this?
Well, Sandra, you know, I don't think we're close in that regard of finishing the job if we're just dependent on bombing. Look, they've got a philosophy, it's called Mosaic, which is their defense policy. And if you look at it and you look at their principles of negotiation that their foreign minister wrote, Arachi wrote, this is in their game plan. They plan to extend this fight. So I think that's where the president needs to get his advisors and say, what are we doing wrong, or what should we do differently that we're not doing right now? I don't think we're there yet. I haven't seen it. I'm sure he's got great advisors. They're telling him what to do, or not telling him what to do. They're giving advice. You don't tell the president what to do. But I think they should be giving him advice that's a little bit hard and a little bit different than we're doing right now. Bombing is not going to get the job done. One of these days, you have to think really hard about doing this just like the Romans did it. Someday you have to put soldiers in the mud. That doesn't mean invading Iran, but you need to take out potentially strategic targets, figure out what they are, and go after them.
Got it.
I like the football reference, General. Don't let a bad team hang around in the fourth quarter. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, former Lieutenant General Keith.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox 1.